it's great to get like a label, get back with all that money and stuff, and be able to actually get your ideas done because you have the money right then and there. But that's not necessarily always a good thing because, of course, there's always bad ideas, you know, blowing money on stuff like that. And then not only that, now you don't even get to own your music and stuff. You know, like you basically got to dig yourself out of a big hole, and it's a lot harder than it looks to make a hit song, you know?
For sure.
So that independent route always sounds a lot better because, like, you know, you get all the profits and everything from it. But it's like, man, you have no idea how hard it is to be an independent artist, you know, because you damn near have to be everything. The photographer, you know, the videographer sometimes, shit like that, you know. You just got to pull a lot more strings than you do when you got a label backing you.
I just want to say, like, shout out to you for actually making music and sticking with it, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because, like, obviously, we've known you for a while.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's
Like
been a minute.
a long time. I mean, back in the San Marcos days. So it's cool, you know, seeing that.
San Mo days,
right? But no, it's cool seeing that, like, you found a hobby that you're really interested in, and obviously, you know, as the conversation was going on, it's something you've always been interested in.
Yeah.
So it's fire that, like, you actually are sticking with it and you're trying to perfect your craft now, and
for sure,
you know, going about releasing music a certain way and stuff like that. So it's super fire. But
why you say that?
Man,
Am I gonna have to talk to him after this?
because if you think about it, that boy do more barking than he do biting.
Why you
His
say
buddy
that?
gonna pose for pictures, make sure everybody looking at him, vanish, make people think about him, take picture out of nowhere, make it at least let people know he's still alive type of shit. Then drop some music out of nowhere. Ain't even that great. I hate to break it to you. And then expect the world to just fucking fall to their knees.
For sure.
You
I mean,
know,
it's
like,
gonna happen, bro.
Yeah,
like
he
the music is there,
bro.
The
I
music
say
is there.
like he's just the one that don't belong at the top anymore. Like I see the niggas at the top, like Playboi Carti, Drake, Travis Scott. He's just the one that I don't think fit anymore. If he was making music like self-titled, Die Lit, dog would be higher than where he is right now.
Hell
personally.
nah.
But the shit he making with that weird deep voice,
Oh, I love that shit.
Get the
First
fuck
out of work
out
at
of
the
here
boat.
with that.
We busy, 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 we busy. That bitch so pretty, got a mean girl just like Lindsay. Said she fucking with me, making drives across the city. Swear this shit can get too litty. Pushing be like Diddy, you ain't B-boy, who you kidding? At the top, I see you there. In LA, I see you there. At the space, I see you there. Texas State, I see you there. I know y'all go crazy, y'all be turning up in the square. Take another pill and we get turned up just by anywhere. Hit you in and say yeah, just to see if there's a feelings there.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Park Card Talks, also known as PCT. For those of you that have never heard us before, pretty much we're a podcast that talk about pop culture, current events, any projects that we do as a collective, as well as interviewing people, artists, editors, content creators, etc., etc. My name is JG, and here I have Mr. Zach Scott.
Yes, sir.
And today we have a very special guest, close friend of mine, family member now.
Oh, wow.
Literally. This is none other than Mr. Gamble, Mr. Tavian Gamble. Can we give a big round of applause for Mr. Tavian Gamble? Mr. Tavian Gamble, welcome.
Thank you.
So Tavian, like I said, is a very close friend of mine, family member now too. We have him over because he is a artist, an Austin artist, or an artist that's coming from Austin to be exact. And first, I kind of want to ask you, Tavian, who are you? Describe yourself using a couple of words. Who are you, Tay?
Describe myself in a couple words. Yeah. Shoot, that's tough. I don't know. I say like very open-minded, laid back, just free-spirited, I would say. You know?
Yeah. And how are you doing? I didn't even ask you how you doing.
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Oh, that's good. Born and raised. Where were you born and raised, Tay?
Born and raised here in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Do you like Austin?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't live anywhere else, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
What's your childhood upbringing? What were you like?
Believe it or not, what's crazy is I spent a lot of time in Vegas growing up.
Really? I have a friend that's actually from Vegas.
It's
Oh, yeah, we do know somebody that's
CJ,
from
right?
Vegas.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Shout out CJ.
Dude, that bitch is like second home to me.
Really?
Just because, like, parents taking a trip over there, whether it's for, like, dry cleaning conventions, you know, you name it, they were down there, you know. My mom loved the game, my dad just loved being there, so it was constant, you know.
Yeah.
Was it like I'm trying to think of the right word for it, but like kind of like a ritual kind of thing? Like y'all go every year or something like that?
A tradition, dude. It turned into a tradition to the point it moved on. At the point where I got old enough, now I'm not just going with my parents. Now I'm bringing the boys, you know. And that's become a tradition. It's crazy.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we'll have to talk about that trip later.
So pretty much Tavian, like I said, is a good friend of mine. I've been knowing him since high school. I met him in high school. And now he's part of a family member. And by that I mean, well, I just want to ask you this. Are you single? Taken? What's the deal with you, Tay?
What's your Facebook
Married,
status?
baby. I'm married.
Married.
Happily married. Happily married.
And to be exact, who he's married to, he is married to my blood cousin, which she is not here. She is in
Bend, Oregon.
She's in Bend, Oregon, over there, visiting some people. So I've known Tane for a while. Pleasure to have you here. We've been wanting to have you here for a while, and now you're finally here, man. So,
Pleasure's mine. Pleasure's
yeah.
mine.
So real quick, going back to you being
cousin.
married to his cousin.
yes, sir.
I want to ask both y'all kind of like, one, how that came about, and then two, kind of like, how'd you go about, like, did y'all date before, like, you told him, like, or did he kind of already know? Like, how'd you kind of break the news to him, like, hey, like, by the way, like.
Nah, bro, it wasn't even like that.
No, I set it up. I set
really?
It up. Yeah. So
In a
pretty
way,
much,
yeah. You could say he set it up.
I set it up.
But for the most part, like, my closest friends know I'm gonna be real straight up most of the time. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. You know, so the time came, like, let's just say to the real point, we went to the concert the second time I met her in person.
Yeah, that was the second
We
time.
were going to a Grupo Firme concert at
That's
the
right.
Moody Center.
Uh-huh.
And a couple times, a few looks turned into, hey, JG, you know, I don't know how you feel about this, but your cousin might be took after this, you know? But, you know,
Yeah.
me, I don't know if it was me being real straightforward.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know, in a respectful way. I wasn't
Yeah,
really
for sure.
like that, but
Yeah,
he, you know, he understood
I set it
this.
up.
something,
Yeah,
you know,
I set
he
it
was
up.
cool
So I
with
was
it.
just like, of course I was pissed because like, damn, he got my cousin. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, come
But
on, man.
like I said, I set it up. So I kind of just I set myself up for that.
Yeah.
And then a week later was my sister's quinceañera, and that's when you had asked her, or you had asked my uncle. That's right there. That's when I was like,
Respect.
oh, damn, respectful man.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
come
my
from a Mexican
uncle.
family. I know how it goes. I mean,
He had asked my uncle if he could take out his daughter, which is my cousin, and my uncle said, yes, sir, yes, you can. I appreciate you for asking me. And then from there on, the rest is history. So,
Wow.
yeah, right.
yeah.
I bet, were you nervous, like, on this question? Were you nervous whenever, or are you kind of like, you know, one way or another, I'm going to make it work?
You know, the only time I was ever nervous was when I went up to ask them to take her out. And then the time that I asked her, asked them to marry her. That's the only two times I've ever been nervous. But other than that, like, I like being around them, you know? I love talking to them. But
Yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy, too, is that I took him to Mexico, to San Miguel, the first time for a cousin's wedding. And
Yeah,
she wasn't there.
I knew her parents.
Yes, he
long
knew.
before I knew her.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I took him there, but she wasn't there at the time. She was living here in the United States, and pretty much the family that we stayed with was her family. So I don't know if you ever heard of like the invisible line theory or something like that.
Are you talking
Or
about
like-
the whole green line? And the,
Nah, it's
no,
like
okay.
it's like there's this thing that's like, you know, you meet the person that you like or whatever. Like you've known them before almost, and that was kind of like this scenario in a way where we knew, or he met her family before he actually met her.
Yeah.
And then he met her, and they were like, "Oh, well, we already know of him, and we know him, so
It all worked out in my favor. Clearly,
Yeah, sure.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
I'll say.
yeah, it went down pretty cool.
yeah." I guess I had to return the favor for not only Tavian but for my cousin too. My cousin would set me up and shit, and so would Tavian. So I was like, I guess I'll set y'all up.
Finally, right?
No, shout out to Ari. Yeah, much love though, much love.
So would y'all say like y'all gotten closer like as you know kind of friends like that ever since it's happened, or like y'all
I
kind
think we got closer definitely the first time that I took him to Mexico without her being there, only because he actually saw like where I actually come from, where
Yeah,
I
you got
got
a
my
point, yeah.
personality from, and all that. That's where like we really grew close to each other, and also a good friend was with us, Mr. Michael Allen Corley.
of, oh wow.
Who's up in Colorado, but
Legend.
also I took him to that Mexico trip, and yeah, they pretty much they saw a different side of me, a different
Oh yeah.
life that they didn't know that I had.
Believe it or not, he is completely different whenever he's around nothing but Mexicans. It's a whole different person.
I sort of am. I don't know. I be vibing with my Mexican people, but hey, what's your ethnicity, gang?
Half black, half Mexican.
A la verga. Half black, half Mexican, but you don't speak Spanish, huh?
Still working on that.
Still working on it. That's fine.
Have you been working on it more ever since like you got married? Like
I'm
started
gonna
dating?
be honest, no, man.
Really?
Not even. Not even. You know, I may have learned a few words that my wife yells at me about, you know,
Right.
but that's just about it.
But you grew up with a Mexican mom, and she
Yes.
would talk to you in Spanish for sure. From
Yeah.
and you would understand it too, but you just wouldn't speak it back.
Yep, that's about right.
Shout out to your mom.
Shout out mama, both of them.
Yeah, I could tell whenever she first met me, she was pretty happy to meet someone.
Well, she actually warned me the first day he left my house to be careful with that kid.
What? Oh, me?
Yeah.
Why? What did she say? She
Truth
just
comes
said,
out right now.
I mean, look at you. No, I'm just kidding.
That's fucked up.
I'm totally kidding.
That's
I'm
fucked
totally kidding.
No, it's all good. Así nos llevamos bien pesados. That just means that's how we get along with each other. We shoot the shit and whatnot. This is kind of just
Before
like
and after
another-
the marriage. How I know we've gotten closer after the marriage is we butt heads a little bit more.
Oh
now,
yeah,
but
for sure. Well, actually,
it is what it is.
I first met him sophomore year. He was in a class of mine, and
High school?
Yeah, in high school, sophomore year. I think it was English, and pretty much this kid sat right next to me, and by this kid I mean Tavian. Sat right next to me.
The man.
And I kind of knew of him, and then I don't know what popped up our conversation. Oh, I think it had to do something with music, and it was like he was just like, I remember one of the first few questions him asking me was like, "What are you listening to?" And at the time, SoundCloud was hot, and I was listening to a lot of Team Sesh, Bones, Chris Travis, Xavier Wolf.
Straight underground.
Yeah, straight underground shit.
Straight
I was bumping that shit
underground.
on the fucking daily. This was like what, 2015, 2016, like
Yeah.
right pre-gold SoundCloud era, pre-Carti, Lil Yachty,
Man.
Uzi, like way before them.
We talking XXL legend
Yeah,
years.
for real.
So y'all were like on the SoundCloud wave like long before y'all
Yeah,
say.
most definitely. And so that right there, that kind of like drew me to him because there's kids that were listening to a lot of, I guess, like mainstream kind of music, and I was a little hater. I thought I was
I didn't even
cool.
know I was too.
I thought I was like a black sheep because I was listening to all this underground music that other people didn't know
Hey,
about.
not gonna lie, back when I met you at Top Golf, I remember you doing stuff like that all the time. I was like, bro, turn this off. Everyone knows this. I'm like,
Everyone knows
Nah, he
that.
was the biggest hater of my mom when
I know,
it comes to
bro.
this shit, though.
No one knows underground stuff, like except for maybe you. I'm like, don't get me wrong, he's probably a good artist. I was like, but damn, like,
Come
I'm trying to
on,
sing
man.
along. I'm trying to enjoy it. I was like, I don't know who this is.
He be cutting my
but-
shit off too all the time.
Yeah, one of my good friends, Michael, or my friend Michael, rather. I remember the time us three were in the car.
Yeah,
Me,
y'all
Tavian,
ain't
and
good
Michael
friends,
were in the
Mike.
car, and I would always ask for aux, or I was always given aux. And I remember one time I played I just played like my regular SoundCloud shit, and I remember just Michael telling me like, yo, bro, can you play some shit that we all know? And I was like, oh, okay. Sorry, bro. I guess I'll play Drake. And then, yeah,
I'm
he
not
ended
gonna lie,
up fucking
that
with
was
my
sort
music.
of the evolution of JG and his music. A lot of time back in the day, people was like, hey, bro, can you just put something on we all
that
know?
we all
But
know.
he eventually earned the respect of just about everybody in our friend group is having the best playlist.
You know what I'm saying? I like the groove.
It was funny. I remember this. It's funny that we bring up this whole SoundCloud era of you, GG.
The SoundCloud era, JG is crazy.
Yeah, because I was like, I remember we were in the car at Top Golf, like we just got for work or something. And I remember you playing I got hot rocks.
No.
That
This
was
was in,
funny.
This was Chris Roebuck was there.
Uh-huh.
I think you were there. I don't
I
know if you
was.
were there,
I was
right?
like, yeah.
And we were in the Whataburger drive-through. I remember that we had just gotten done, you know, blowing the devil's lettuce or whatever. And it was me, CJ, Chris. and
No,
you.
we did not do that.
Nah, I swear to God, we did. Because somebody has a video.
We did not do that.
But the song, okay, allegedly. But the song that I was singing was "Cut the Check," Mac Miller, Cut the Check, Chief Keef, Chief Almighty Soul, the glorious of the glorious, yeah. that
Glow
man.
Gang.
And that was also one of the songs that Mr. Tavian had kind of put me on.
Glory Boys.
He put me on "Cut the Check" because he was banging to it pretty heavy. I was like, yeah, I fuck with this guy for sure.
Yeah, so
Growing up as a kid like that, how was your childhood as far as like, you know, like, did you live in Austin your whole child life? Like, you know.
Did you play any sports?
shit, one at a time. Look, yeah, childhood. Yeah, so I grew up when I was born. Grew up from to about 6 years old, over off of Decker Lane
Okay.
in the 2-4, and then moved in with my aunt and uncle over here in the 3-1 north side by Far West in Mopac. Ever since 6, 7 years old, been living there. That's mom and dad now.
Mm-hmm.
And just went through school over there, Doss, Murkison, Anderson. And then I just been there since. Yeah.
And then y'all met in Anderson, and then obviously sophomore
Yes,
year.
sir.
Mm-hmm.
Met at Anderson, and we still been friends since. I mean, we still
Locked
have
in since.
we still have the same like friend group. I asked a lot of people.
No
to this
kizak.
day, I'll ask like
To this day.
coworkers or whatever. Like I still talk to people that I went to high school with, and they'll be like, "Hell no!" I'm like,
And
"Bruh,
what
I
you
talk
do?
to them
Yeah,
on
to
a
this day.
I talk to them on a daily basis, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy how like how we're still talking and shit.
Yeah, for real.
I like it though.
You don't see that shit too often.
Nah, you don't. You really
Especially,
don't.
I mean, my parents are always like, you can't trust friends. Friends are temporary. I mean, I get it. You know, I totally get it, but ain't as temporary as you think.
No, for sure. Vegas. This man brought up Vegas. I was Vegas like growing up. Like,
Can you tell some stories?
Yeah, give us a crazy Vegas story. But from
Okay,
when
well-
you're pre homeboys trip.
Okay, so so you're saying like pre-homeboys trip is like
It's like you growing up.
It's like pre I could drink.
Yeah.
Pre
yeah,
I knew what the fuck partying really was and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like before all that, it was really just sightseeing.
Yeah, that's
Hence why when I took y'all, and of course the amount of
Oh,
times
bro.
I've been, I know exactly where I'm going. You
You
know?
knew that shit like you still know that shit like the back of your hand.
So it's like before it was just like sightseeing and just like finding shit that I didn't see the time before. You know, but after relative to my last name, I'm not a very big gambler.
That's right, Mr. Gamble.
I'm just not a very big gambler.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Almost everybody around me is sports betting year round, dog.
Yes, sir.
I'll
No
barely go
doubt.
throw down 500 in Vegas, and you will never see me throw another
Nah,
bill there the
facts.
rest of the trip. I swear to God.
So like you're kind of like you throw all your money all at once and then that's it for the rest of the trip, or you kind of like you stagger it.
Yeah, I kind of stagger it to make it last, so it's not as tempting for me to like go pull out more from the bank. But like, I'm just really not. I don't have as much of an urge as I see a lot of people
For
have.
sure.
It's just I'm not a very big fan of losing money that quickly. I know how quick
Fair.
you can
Yeah,
win it, but
nah.
like the fact that you can lose it that quick, it's just very unsettling to me.
He took the homies once. I didn't go to that first trip, but I think I went to the second trip, right? The second time. That was the second time that
No,
you took.
I'm gonna be honest. You went on like the 4th trip.
Oh, shit.
Because the very first one I went on with the boys was Wesley and Griff, and then the second one was Wesley, Griff, Reed, and Drake, and then the one after that one
Was that
no,
the
it
one?
wasn't you. It was
Another
another different
one.
group, and then it
Oh,
started
that's
taking
right.
all the
That's right.
boys.
I remember that. Yeah. The time that I went, though, that was my first time. That was, 20... We were going... I was already 21.
I think we were going in 2020.
We were going... Yes, I was turning 22. So this was 2023. Going into 2023. Ending 2022. Going into 2023. He had invited me to Vegas to stay at the Bellagio. And all I had to do was just take money to gamble for my flight. And he pretty much took care of the rest. And that was also my first time on the plane. This was my first time just doing any of that kind of shit.
Wait, hold on. Back up what you just said. Your first one on the plane was back in 2022.
Yeah, I've never been on a
Wow.
plane
Oh yeah,
since.
yeah. Then it's crazy. There's a couple of guys like him. Tyrell hadn't been on a plane until
Yeah.
like 2022 or 2023.
Wow.
Like a
Type
couple of
shit.
guys.
That was my first time on a plane. It
Were
was
you
just-
nervous? Like
That boy was like this.
I was nervous
That boy
as
was
shit
like
for
this
sure.
Oh, yeah.
on the takeoff.
And
Yeah,
then
I
we
Typical,
we had done some more devil's lettuce before, so I was kind of a little paranoid, and I was like,
Man,
oh shit, like
this shit not me.
it was at night. It was at night too, but it was. We flew out of Austin from like 10, and then we got there at like 11 or 12. Oh no, because
Yeah,
because
every time we be getting there late.
Yeah.
So we take off at 10 and we be getting there about 10:30.
Yeah, but we left on the 30th. We left on the 30th, and then we got there on the 31st. And then for New Year's, we went to this party called the Gala. That was very fun. The
Oh
Gala
yeah, it took
was
you,
fucking
Julian, and Reed,
sick.
right?
It was me, Julian, Reed, and you. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, when we went to the Gala, which
That,
we
shit is,
saw.
that stuff is different though. That's
There was a Jenner that was DJing. I couldn't tell you
It's the
who.
guy, one of the guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's his name. I want to say Bruce, but it ain't no
Nah,
Bruce.
it ain't no Bruce, but
Caitlyn.
Nah, it wasn't
nah.
Rob. Nah, because Rob's Kardashian.
it's the one like you.
It was a
no,
Jenner.
yeah, it's
though.
a Jenner.
It
It's
was a Jenner. And then word on the street was that Bruno Mars was gonna go and perform,
But
but he never did. There's like some guy that came out and just did a bunch of his covers. But the cool part about that was that it was a dinner, and they brought out dinner,
dessert, and it was
dessert,
an open bar.
and it was an
Anything
open
you
bar,
want.
free
Wow.
drinks. You know,
I'm talking about there was 1942. I mean,
Oh my
I'm
god,
talking
free 99,
anything
bro, free
you want.
99. And at one point they brought out champagne bottles, and it was Dom Perignon.
Yeah, they were.
How do you get into the spot then? Like how?
He knows,
really,
yeah.
that just came with like years of my mom going to Vegas and just blowing a lot of money at the Bellagio
At the
gambling,
Bellagio.
and them keeping track of it, and they're like, okay, now she's VIP, type shit.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? And they give it those kind of amenities. I guess.
Yeah, and
So-
then they would come by at first. Like they would come by, they would give us glasses.
When you walk in, they're sitting there with the servants are sitting there with trays.
Yeah,
with
of
Dom.
already the champagne glasses, and then you would get that. And
Sitting
at
there
one
walking
point,
through
they
watching
would
the
come
dancers
by.
and shit.
They would come by and they would refill you with the champagne Dom Perignon, and then at like towards the end of the party,
You could just grab.
they
that bitch.
they would just bring the bottles and drop them to your table, and I'm
That's
talking
crazy.
like fat old bottles, like.
But
the
at that point when they're
saturated looking
doing
ones.
that, I've already had like 2-3 chocolate martinis type shit.
Oh, we
Like I'm
had
over here
more.
trying whatever I can
Yeah,
because of the
facts.
situation,
Facts.
It's hard, man. It's hard as fuck.
That was fun for sure.
What's going on, you guys? Thanks for watching PCT. It's got a little ad break coming for you guys. Sorry about that, but it don't matter. Today we're staying hydrated with Liquid IV. I've been using it after workouts, before workouts recently. It's a great alternative to regular hydration as that it's essentially flavored and it's very good for your hydration, man. You get essentially 2 times the amount that it would just be if it was regular water alone. It's a category-winning hydration brand, fueling your well-being, and it's a hydration multiplier in one product that I think you're missing in your daily routine. It's festival season. Planning for faster, efficient hydration is essential, especially for summer. Liquid IV has you covered while you prep before, power through the headliner, and then recover for the weekend. Liquid IV also hydrates 2 times faster than water alone and 3 times the electrolytes of additional sports drinks. Like I was saying earlier before, 1 stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than water alone. There's 12 delicious, refreshing flavors that keep you hydrated before anything you're doing. And they contain 5 essential vitamins, B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C, with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. If you guys want to check out liquidiv.com and use our code PCD, definitely use that. I think you get 20% off the entire store. So definitely check that out. It's at liquidiv.com. We'll put it in the description, and then it's code PCT. That's 20% off anything you order. So definitely go check that out. Get better hydration, man. Of course, we all love water. Who doesn't love water? So if you're going to have water, why not make it flavored a little bit? Get 2 times the hydration for it in 16 ounces. So definitely go check Liquid IV out, man. 3 man.
And welcome back from those commercial breaks. So, Tavian, now moving on from personal life, how we know each other and shit. Now you are making music.
Yurt.
And you're making some good music.
It's getting there.
It's getting there. First and foremost, I just want to ask you, what made you want to make music? Music.
You know, I kind of want to go into that because, like, people talk about, like, inspirations.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you could talk about, like, your inspirations.
And people
when it
talk
comes
about,
to music,
like,
yeah.
who influenced them, you know? So, like, I really look at those as 2 different things, you know? So, like...
Why is that, if you want me asking?
Because, like, influence can be, like, okay... I got, like, the idea of it. I kind of like it. But, like, an inspiration is, okay, now they're giving me the idea to act on it. You know, they're inspiring me to act on that thing, you know? So, with that being said, so, as for influences, like, you might think this is weird, but the people I would say I looked at as an influence were, like, your typical big rappers, like, you know, Lil Wayne, Travis Scott, Drake, like, guys like that, you know? Have a big influence on, like, the music that I do. But when it came to, like, why I started making music and, like, my inspiration to actually make me get up and go do it was seeing, like, guys like Fago and, you know, the, like, younger crowd actually get into it and do it almost, if not just as good, better than a lot of the people that have been doing it for years, you know? And it's like, the inspiration comes from just, like, watching all these young people just get up and get after it, you know? You're not going to sit here and wait for some shit to fall in your lap. You got to go and get it, you know?
For sure.
So it's like, that's where the inspiration derives from.
Real quick, I was going to ask, I was like, speaking of other people and inspirations and stuff, what are some things you think in the industry that you think they're, like, doing well, and some things that you think, like, hey, like, they're doing that terrible? Personally, I'm not going to let that be me. What are your thoughts on that?
I kind of get what you're saying. Like, in a way, I would say, like, in the industry, you could go about it being successful either way, really. It's just somebody's preferable choice, you know? Like, if you want to be with the label or if you want to be independent. Personally, yeah, it's great to get, like, a label, get back with all that money and stuff, and be able to actually get your ideas done because you have the money right then and there. But that's not necessarily always a good thing because, of course, there's always bad ideas, you know?
Yeah.
Blowing money on stuff like that. And then not only that, now you don't even get to own your music and stuff. You know, like, you basically got to dig yourself out of a big hole, and it's a lot harder than it looks to make a hit song, you know?
For sure.
So that independent route always sounds a lot better because, like, you know, you get all the profits and everything from it. But it's like, man, you have no idea how hard it is to be an independent artist, you know, because you damn near have to be everything. The photographer, you know, the videographer sometimes, shit like that, you know. You just got to pull a lot more strings than you do when you got a label backing you.
And I feel like we're kind of just moving away from that topic. Well, you also have like your I guess, would you say an inspiration from you would be your family? Because you have some family members. For those that don't know, Mr. Tavian, he just said he's black and Mexican. And this man's Mexican side, his uncles are actually...
And cousins.
And cousins are part of this band, I guess you could say Spanish-Mexican band. But they're legends, mate. They're big legends, Lade. They're called Los Rieleros del Norte. And if you're Mexican, you know who I'm talking about. And if you're Mexican and you don't know who I'm talking about, then that means that you're not Mexican.
It's a shame.
Eres un pinche nopal a la verga.
Hey, shout out Besame.
Shout out Besame mucho though. Yeah, we just came back from there on Saturday. We'll probably talk about that later. But would you say they're an inspiration to you too?
There's no doubt. Like, yeah, I guess you could say that's another reason why I also started it, because like I already knew, thinking like my family, I got music in my blood.
For
you know?
sure. So. Like you know what comes with, I guess like more of like what the industry is really like. Rather than having like an
I got a much
outside
closer
point of
look
view.
than a lot of other people do.
Yeah,
That's for sure. And what it takes and everything, you know. You see everything, you know.
For sure.
They're that close.
What kind of music do you like though? What's your day-to-day? What are you banging right now, bruh? You wake up today, like today you woke up, who is you banging? I could tell you who. I could tell you who I was banging. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Pause. Hey,
Hold
yo. Pause. I can tell you who I was listening to, though. There you go.
Let me see. Yeah, some like Osama son. Like,
damn, yeah.
You know, like underground
Osama
shit.
son.
Underground shit.
That's
like,
that real underground shit.
Because I've been kind of getting tired of like, dude, that's another reason why I started making music. I just been getting so tired of having to scroll and look for good music.
Facts.
So I was like,
I'll do it myself.
I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna do it myself and make the shit I like and listen to it. Give a damn.
Bro, today I woke up and I was listening to Shark, Sicario. I was
Pierre.
listening to Sicario, yeah, with Pierre, and I forgot what's the album called, but I know it's Pierre Bourne and Shark. Shout out to Sauce House, but it's the song called Sicario, and it's boom. Don't get too carried away, your little chain here, we activated. Sneak like Power Rangers, man like water man. No, I'm not giving no that, right? Fraud. Yeah, I love that shit. What other music you like besides hip hop?
What other like artists?
Or just like genres?
Genres.
Whatever.
I mean, look, I listen to all music. You know,
Yeah,
if
hate.
it's gonna make me feel a type of way and I like the way it make me feel, I'm gonna listen to it. You know,
like
country.
Hey.
You know, Latin music.
Some corridos a la
Like
verga.
classical. Some of that Mozart.
Oh yeah, you know what? You know what's funny?
Mozart.
I got a video on my Snapchat. This was probably like allegedly. Did you have a fake ID, Tay? You didn't have one.
Allegedly.
You did have one. You did have one. Huh?
Allegedly.
Yeah, you did. Allegedly, you did have one.
Allegedly.
I got a video of us. This was definitely pre-21 or pre us turning 21.
So
we're
allegedly.
we're at St. Ed's and we're at Marcus's apartment, and I think you had just gotten done watching Bohemian Rhapsody. Did I say that right? Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Rhapsody.
Shout out, Queen.
And you
Them
were.
boys hard.
I remember I was like trying to put some like crazy banging ass music. Pause. I was trying to play some bangers, but you took aux away from me and you started playing that the Galileo. And people were jumping like crazy. I got a video on my Snapchat where people are kind of, especially
rock.
Julian. Shout out Julian. Julian was also going crazy with that
Definition of pure,
Yeah,
timeless music.
shit. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, aside from that was just a great night too. All the boys going out and shit. Yeah, you definitely got a wide variety of music. I know for a while you also went on a very big Grupo Firme, huh? You went on a very big Grupo Firme
You
run.
only heard that side. It wasn't just Grupo Firme. I mean,
Yeah, that is true. I don't know what else you're listening
Banda
to. but I know-
Limón,
A la
Recoditos, you
verga.
know.
Like the who?
The Recoditos.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah,
They got some they got some classics. Yeah.
Tucanes.
Los Tucanes,
Tigres.
tu
Yeah,
madre.
a little bit of everybody.
La verga,
I wasn't
that's facts.
going through everybody's catalog like that. But
Yeah.
I
But
know-
you was
I
listening
know
to
the
the
hits.
bangers. Yeah, you was knowing
Yeah,
the
I
hits
know
for
the
sure.
hits.
That was
That's
cool.
why absolutely loved Besame.
Yeah.
I'd choose that over ACL, any ACL lineup to this day.
Besame was really fun. Were you there when I passed out?
But you was
I was
gone.
gone. I passed
through a
out.
whole set.
Yeah,
dog.
I know. Whose set was it?
Ramon Ayala.
Oh, yeah.
the
it
whole
was.
set, dog.
But he sat down. I remember
Set his
people were
ass
kind of,
down
yeah.
with
he
that
really
big-ass
wasn't
accordion.
singing much either. Yeah. I
His
remember.
neck hanging out right here.
Yeah, he was like out of
Lips
breath
puckered
too.
up.
I remember that shit very well. I got another question for you. This is like a really good question. This came from someone by the name
Hit
of
me.
Mr. Alex Lee, another member of this great podcast, PCT, you know what I'm saying? And he said,
What's he got to say?
if you didn't have the group of friends you have now, where do you think your music career would be?
Wow.
Friends
Alex,
you
that is
have
a
now.
very good
That's a
question.
very-
It actually wouldn't probably be anywhere near as close to where it is right now. 'Cause
Really?
just the inspiration I get from the type of guys that are
Yeah, for sure.
my group of friends, from JG to Sias to
Mm-hmm.
Tyrell, all of them, Mike. Everybody doing their own thing, their own way, but they're doing it to the best of their ability, and you can see it every time you
sure.
have a conversation with them about it. So
Personally, I think I would have I probably would have never known probably like Pierce the Veil or something like that. I didn't really know those kind of
Jacob, man.
rock artists and shit. Jacob also has some classics.
Jacob,
would
boy,
throw some
shout out,
classics.
man.
Shout out Jacob Gray.
Shout out
The
Jacob. That
Gray
went hard.
VVS. Oh man, I love that guy.
No, I said it wouldn't be where it is right now. It wouldn't even be
Oh.
close. As in, it wouldn't be
That's
as
right.
good.
As it is now.
It wouldn't be progressing as well.
Type shit. Nah, yeah, that's a fact.
Type shit.
We
Do they
got-
like keep pushing you to like to do it or like?
Hell
were you-
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
hard?
and it's like, we've never been like, it's formally been like, all right, Size, it's a competition, dog.
Yeah.
But like, to me, sometimes like I hear some of his shit, he be sending it in, I'll be like, okay, boom, lock in, boom, send one, And it feels like, because we go back and forth sometimes,
Yeah.
1 week, with a new song, so it'd be crazy, man. It'd be crazy for real.
Yeah, we don't
got
really
locked
talk
in.
to each other as friendly when it comes to that
Music?
kind of
Really?
music. Yeah,
Oh, hell no.
we're not like you
No,
fucking
yeah, no,
dickhead. No, we're not. But it's like, all right, bro, this is it. This is not it. Just for
Yeah.
lack of better words,
And that's another thing I love about them.
For
They gonna be
sure.
real with me, for sure.
For sure, we're not gonna sit here and tell them like, oh yeah, this is good. When in reality,
And another good thing is
we're
that
not rocking
not
with it.
every single one of them has a completely different style of either rap or music that they
sure.
like.
For
Nobody's
the
taste
same.
is the same, not even close. So
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
you're really getting an opinion from a lot of different angles
Yes,
when you
sir.
think about it in my friend group. I love it.
I actually like going off that. Like, I want to add something. It's kind of cool about that because I'm like, if you go try something new, then obviously someone in that friend
It's
group
exactly
is gonna know
for
that
sure.
genre. And
They're gonna
know,
have
like,
a better idea,
Yeah.
and I know who to listen to most of the time when it
Yeah.
comes to stuff like that. I was actually just kind of explaining to them something like that the other day.
So now your music career. How long have you been doing music for, bro?
What is it? March. I started music in October of 2022, so I guess a little bit over a year.
A little bit over a year, that's right. How many albums do you have out? Songs you got out? You got
Three albums.
You got 3 albums out right now.
Yeah, 3 albums.
La verga.
What's your favorite of the 3?
Personally, the most recent one, because without a doubt, in my opinion, each album gets better and better. So like, I
That's
can't help but like
facts.
the most recent one because it's the best work I've done
That's
since I
facts.
started. But even now, like even when I uploaded that project, I was already tired of it because I had already made new stuff that I'm ready to drop. That's better than that. So it's like, that's, I feel like it's going to be a fight like that in my mind against myself for the rest of the time I do music,
For sure.
So speaking of your last album, and I might be taking CJ's question later, so sorry about the CJ. You have a song called "So Lost" on the album.
Did you know how to read your mind?
What was your inspiration for that? 'Cause I told CJ, and I quote, I told him, I was like, it's kind of funny. I was like, that song, it's a good song. Cracks me up though, as like, cause it sounds like a Big Time Rush song to me when I hear it.
Dude,
And I mean that in the most like good, like respectful
you're
way.
so right. It's
facts.
like
It's a banger,
it
yo.
definitely
It
reminds
is,
me of
but-
something like Disney Channel ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't even gonna count if I think about it like that. Yeah, it definitely does.
You killed that hoe though.
But
That
in
boy's
another sense, like that's what the intros sound like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, wait till the verse. and
Yeah,
shit.
that's facts. Once she started, yeah, that boy ate that hoe.
So you
He
said
was
it's your
feeling
favorite-
himself.
You said it was your favorite album. What's your favorite song of that album? Then?
Favorite song on that album is Sin City.
Yeah,
okay.
Sin City go. Sin City
for
is.
sure. Without it,
I had fun doing that video or just recording it too.
we had a blast.
That was a fun fact. We recorded that not even 3 hours from landing. We're 2 hours from landing. I'm talking. We landed straight to the
From
straight to
Vegas?
our, straight to our hotel.
We went straight
and I
to
told
Whip
them to
the
change.
second
I
we
was
got
like,
there.
hey, y'all need to change right now. We're gonna do this shit right now.
Wow.
We did the first take in the hotel.
And we did the first take in the fucking hallway.
Yeah,
bro.
in the
That's how
hallway of
quick
So
we
y'all
got
shot
to
in
it.
Sin City
shit.
in
In
Sin
Sin City, no
Hell yeah.
That's pretty
Get
cool.
in the hallway on our floor.
Yeah.
Took off to the dispo.
Tight shit, and then we
Allegedly. Nah, I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
allegedly went to. Nah, we can say that. Yeah. We went to the dispo, and then we got back from the dispo. We went to go smoke, and we did some
Filmed that
more.
shit,
Filmed
yeah.
some more,
And that
was
night we
that.
stayed up till 4 a.m. Had a
Oh,
breakfast
yeah,
reservation for
we did.
9 a.m.
We did.
Did y'all miss it?
No,
Well,
we were
hell
there.
no,
We were
because
all
I
there.
got there early and got everybody's
Yeah.
ass up too.
I don't know why. I guess we stayed up so late because of the fucking music video.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
People
was
were
doing.
planning on gambling and shit, but that did not happen at
Hell
all.
no.
Everybody was too tired from the plane. We're just like, yeah, fuck that.
Well, then they was too excited to get to Sin City.
Yeah,
you know how it
facts.
goes. I swear to God, they put something in the oxygen that go out the air conditioner. I swear to God, can't tell the time for shit.
Nah,
Nothing.
facts, boy. What the fuck? Now, speaking of your music, what current events do you have? What's up with your music?
Well, like I said, by the time I released the last one, I already had a bunch of stuff that I was very, very proud of, and
Well, you
thought
got like a couple music videos coming out. I know
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, Sin City.
Yeah,
Sin City should be coming out
It
soon.
should be coming out soon. That is
very
correct.
soon. I'm very excited for that. You guys should be too.
And also, what other song?
Dory.
Yeah, we went to Dallas for that. That was also fun.
That was a very fun trip. And kind of an unexpected trip, but it was a very fun trip.
It was a
Shot
fun
a
trip.
song called Dory.
Dory,
You guys will be getting a
unreleased.
snippet of soon
Yeah.
with the director. You guys might know Keaton Jones.
Yeah, shout out Keaton.
Hella hard.
Yeah.
bro.
He's done music videos for D Savage, Eam Triple.
Yeah, Eam Triplin,
And-
Coaches.
Yeah, Coochies. I call him
Forgot his
Coochies. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing
guys
that
like
wrong.
that. A lot of underground guys too, but
Yeah, he's a freaking
Yeah.
beast.
you know,
bro.
I
That
would
was
compare him
fun.
to like the up and coming like Cole Bennett.
Low key, right?
Tight as shit.
Him and Omar. Shout out Omar. Oak Mob, bro. I fuck with Omar.
Oak
heavy.
Mob.
Yeah, Oak Mob. He's
Well,
tough.
what's his brand
Oh, what's
name?
his name? We did wait, what? Who?
What's his brand name?
Orange Films.
Orange
Orange Jungle.
Orange Jungle Films.
I need to look
That's
that
it,
shit
yeah.
up, gang. Hold on.
But who is you finna talk about?
Parker. We met him.
Oh yeah, Parker's Fantasy.
And we met Parker's Fantasy.
Mad talented producer for sure.
When did we meet him? We met him a couple
We
weeks ago.
we been here a couple weeks ago for a shoot for Sias
That's right.
on some side shit. He don't even be shooting, dog, cause he really be the producer.
Yeah,
Most
that's
of
just
the time.
crazy.
He put together that. I'm pretty sure he produced that Lotto song that came out. Parker produced that.
Produce what song?
The one you've been seeing where it's like a diss to what's her name? She was dissing Ice Spice.
What?
The most recent one.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
He did a lot of songs.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was a fun shit. We met
Yeah,
them.
but making good connections.
Yeah, for sure.
Period.
You're doing a good job of that. I'll say that. It's very. I like seeing you reaching out to people and being like, "Hey, yo, what's up? I got this going on." Yada yada yada. I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that boy Tay doing his thing for sure."
Slowly but surely.
What do you got planned for this year, bro? I haven't even talked to you about that outside of this, for real.
I mean,
2024 music.
man, I'm just saving money with my wife, you know.
Yes, sir.
Just saving money, dog. You know.
He dropping anything? You dropping like any albums this year besides this one? Huh?
If I drop something, it's gonna be one album this year. I ain't gonna drop. Don't expect no more than one album this year.
Which is already dropped, right? My bad.
No. Besides,
Between Two Worlds.
besides Between Two Worlds that I just dropped,
On January 1st.
I will drop one more album
One more.
for 2024.
Uh-huh.
But besides that, I will be giving, I'd say quite a few singles,
Singles.
5, 6 singles.
For sure. Some pictures, some videos.
Especially since spring coming up, you know, summer
Yeah,
coming
we
up.
gotta go
The high
crazy.
vibes is coming up, you know. So
Yeah, we're gonna need to go crazy on that
for
for
sure.
sure.
Gonna start getting more active on social media. I
yeah,
know
we
I've been
gots
lacking
to,
in
bro.
some areas, but you know, not everybody's perfect.
Not everybody's perfect, gang. You gotta
So?
remember that shit.
We will work on that.
Welcome back from the commercial breaks. As y'all could see now, we got a new person in here,
Hello.
Mr. CJ.
Man.
Yes, sir.
CJ, how you doing?
Good, bro. How you doing?
I'm chilling, bro.
Good.
You
I was
know-
just listening to y'all. I was editing a little short when and listened to y'all's conversation. Y'all are doing a really good job. But I guess just kind of going off of what y'all were saying, bro. I just want to say, like, shout out to you for actually making music and sticking with it, bro.
sir.
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
appreciate
Because, like, obviously, we've known you for a while.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's
Like
been a minute.
a long time. I mean, back in the San Marcos days. So
Sheesh,
it's cool,
for
you know,
real.
seeing that.
San Mo days.
Sam O days, right? But
Yeah.
no, it's cool seeing that like you found a hobby that you're really interested in, and obviously, you know, as the conversation was going on, it's something you've always been interested in.
Yeah.
So it's fire that like you actually are sticking with it, and you're trying to perfect your craft now, and
For sure.
you know, going about releasing music certain way and stuff like that. So it's super fire. But I guess kind of going off of that, I have a question for you, sir. With your past album that you just dropped, you were doing a really good job about like previewing the tracks. Kind of who was your inspiration for that, and what gave you that idea to release them the way you did?
So yeah, that idea, like how I did the rollout, you would say, for the album. It's crazy because like I had never seen the idea that I got to do that rollout ever before until maybe like a month before I like decided I was gonna do my rollout like that.
Yeah.
And I got it from seeing Tizo Touchdown and
Tizo,
Dina
shout.
Ayada do it.
Yeah.
I just kind of took both ways because like Tizo, he did a wonderful job. You know, it was extremely cinematic. You know, like it was staged
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you could see the way Dina Ayada did it a lot more like free fun. She did it as if like she just got dressed, walked out, told the photographer to follow her, and you know, did her thing type of thing. You know, and so I kind of just put a mix of two for some of the videos, and
Yeah.
voila.
Yeah, no, that's super fire too, because you know you do a catchy part of the song. It's previewing it to the world essentially. So if everyone likes that snippet, oh, it's gonna be released on the album. So now you have a song that you can listen to. You know what I mean?
Hell
So
yeah.
it was like
Hell yeah.
it was smart,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
That's why.
I'm so happy y'all saw that.
Yeah, I
means
think I
a lot.
texted you. I was like, "Oh, did you get that from Tizo?"
Yes, sir.
Because
Yeah.
I knew about Tizo like a little before he was on like Travis's album on Utopia and stuff. So and I started following him because I saw that he was touring with him and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, okay, like Travis is like fucking with him, like let me follow him and see what's up." And I saw like what he was
When he was
releasing.
doing his things,
and I was
it's
like,
the
"Wow,
same
that's
way,
fire."
bro.
So
Yeah,
I was like,
it's
"No,
tough.
that's a smart idea, bro." And I feel like that's something a lot of artists are probably gonna do from now on. You know?
I'm surprised more people hadn't done it by the time I had done
no
it.
facts.
I'm very
So
surprised.
and like the fact that you were like thinking of like, oh, before I even was seeing this, like I should probably do that as well. Like, shout out to you, bro. You were on top of it for sure.
Yeah, no, man, I give it to him, man. Look, that was a great idea. Don't get me wrong. I think Dina Ayada is great too. Industry plant, if you ask me, but hey, she. Whether if it was her idea or the
Somebody
industry,
else's,
them
yeah.
top boys that she was messing with, it was a
man
great
them.
idea. Period.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
Yeah,
Great
for
idea.
sure.
So right now, we got a couple of drinks out.
Sure
Some
do.
alcoholic beverages. We are 21 and plus. Trust me, we're not We don't condone
Got the ID
underage.
right here.
Yeah, we got the
To-
ID
to
right
prove
here.
We're also not sponsored by White Claw, so
Nah,
don't get
so,
shit twisted.
Not
but-
for real. But we gonna crack these
yeah, crack
bitches
this thing
open,
open, boy.
and we gonna give it a little cheers. Right? Yeah, for real though.
You know how we rocking?
Cheers,
Cheers.
boys. Shout out to Tavian.
Shout out to Tay.
Yeah.
Shout out the gang.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Sir, ain't nothing like it,
I know.
right?
Oh yeah, a little ASMR.
Yeah, I think y'all kind of went over a lot of the stuff that I was gonna ask. Honestly,
You could run it back though. I mean, I don't know if you want to ask him something else.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
they
gonna
was
kick the
sending
shit now.
shot after shot after shot.
you know, I tell like people, oh, you know, one of my homies makes music, and they like the first question they usually ask is like, oh, what would you compare him to? I can't really say that for you and or Sias. Shout out to Sias. It's just like
Shout
very
out to
unique,
Sias.
you know. So
Yes,
like,
sir.
I appreciate that.
for sure. How would you describe the type of music you make to someone that doesn't know who you are?
Okay, so to explain that first, one thing you will have to know about me as an artist that a lot of my guys know is that I try to be as versatile as possible. Now, not to string off even more, but like that doesn't just mean I can come up with a bunch of different flows on the same type of beat.
Yeah.
No, my type of versatile means I can come up with a bunch of different flows on this beat, and then also this type of beat, and then this type of beat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be able to hit just as many as I can. You know, at the same time while mastering them as best as I can.
Yeah.
You know, so with that being said, with me trying to make all these different types of music, I mean, some of my songs people can compare me and be like, I've even heard like Tyro be like, yeah, bro, you really sounded like I hear some Uzi off of that. And then like other ones, like I've intentionally tried to like make like a young boy type song,
sir.
you know, and stuff like that. So like it really just depends on what type of song I'm trying to make.
Okay.
But for the most part, it's crazy. Like I'll be trying to do something like a Lil Uzi or something like that. And then sometimes I'll just like not even be thinking about something like that. I'll just be sitting there trying to make a genuine song that's from me. And it, like I feel like I don't sound like nobody. It's just like nothing nobody would think of type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's real weird.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if someone were to ask me that question, I would just tell them like to give your music a listen,
exactly.
because it's hard for me to explain it. So I didn't know if it was when your music's on like Apple Music or the streaming platforms. Like, what's the genre it's under technically?
Technically, it's under hip hop.
Like hip hop rap.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I try to stay in that range. Like I'm not talking about I'm sitting here doing country songs.
No, but like
I have ventured as far as hitting like a Latin reggaeton type beat before.
Oh, yeah,
I've heard
But
that before.
like for the most part, what I'm talking about is like I'll hop on like an NBA Youngboy type beat, or I'll hop on like a Rage type beat.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm trying to cool it with just a slower like melodic type beat, or then I'll just hit it with new jazz.
Yeah.
Now, mentioning new jazz, I will say that right now is probably my most preferred subgenre type beat to hop on. I don't know why. They just get my brain flowing with ideas for flow so much.
Yeah.
And I just love the way they're made. The way like So Lost, that was
That's like a new jazz
type beat.
Okay.
I like how they can take like those old songs and they sample it that way.
Got you, yeah. I do like that. That like Zach was saying, that's probably one of my favorite songs
Oh,
off the
dude,
album.
it's so tight. So
Yeah.
I don't know. They just really get my creative juices flowing. Pause.
Obviously, you know, Sias is, you know, one of my favorite artists, I would say right now. And also
Man,
you're
that's a gang.
You know what I'm saying? And you're also, you know, y'all know each other on a personal level, and then y'all also make music together. Can we expect like an album with y'all dropping soon, or a project, or anything like that? Or
You know, it ain't something that I'm gonna say and be like, no.
yeah,
You know, but I can't necessarily guarantee we also gonna make something together and put it out this year.
yeah.
I can't say we have made songs together. We have good songs together.
For sure.
You might hear one of them for the first time soon this year.
Okay.
But as for a project together, I feel like we're so focused on on ourselves right now, and then also trying to build up like each other as a team and get shit a little bit more situated to where we're not really focused on something we're doing together. You know, we're trying to work on our own crafts right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we have been putting in work, and there are songs.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
As simple as it gets, could be thrown together to make a tape, but like, you know, never really thought about it like that.
Right. And I guess it's always just like the direction that you're trying to go in as an artist as well. And
Exactly.
that's something that, you know, talking to him more and talking to other my homies that make music, music is like kind of how you were saying, like that rock is like timeless.
Oh yeah.
Music is essentially timeless. Like you don't really know when it was made. Like you could drop a song tomorrow that you just made that day, or you could drop a song tomorrow that you made 3 years ago. Like no one will really know besides you.
That's crazy. See, and nobody really thinks about that. They hear the song, like I'm sure millions of people go on to the charts and they listen just to the top 10 songs and they find songs that they like and boom, they add to their playlist. But like people had never think about like, man, I wonder when he made that song. Like Lord knows, Buddy could have made it a week before, uploaded it immediately, and then you're just not hearing it because it just came out.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like it's all about timing, I guess. You know, when you're like. Obviously, when you're on the come up and you're wanting to perfect your craft, you're probably not going to want to drop everything you made right then and there. You know, you want to, like how you did it, you wanted to roll it out and show snippets and this and that. So, yeah, it's just like something, you know, that I never, like you said, I never really thought about that prior to having friends that made music. And like, you know, I don't make music, but, you know, we're like creatives, you know, so, and we kind of do the same thing as well. Yes, you know, we could drop a video tomorrow that we just recorded today type shit. Exactly. It just depends how fast we get it out, or, you know, or there's some videos that we recorded a while ago that are just barely going to get dropped soon. So it's like,
dude, people don't, I think people underestimate the idea of like how hard it is to be creative, you know, and like, there's all different types, you know, like where it comes to like picture, painting, art, you know, what you guys do, music, you know, stuff like that. It's like people have no idea how hard it actually is to come up with an idea and actually take action on it. You know?
Sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah, going into that, bro, like what is like the process of you making a song? Like, how does that go?
Dude. It varies. So I write. Okay, I can say today, I've never sat down and written an entire song.
Yeah.
I've written ideas. I've definitely written a whole chorus before, and that has sparked my idea for sure. But most of the time, it is like, what it starts out is like, I'll write just like one catchy punchline, the very first thing, and then I let the beat play. And I'll find where that punchline fits perfectly, either in the like intro before it comes in between the intro and where it comes in together, or just after when it comes in. I'll find the perfect place where it belongs, and after that, that will spark where the flow needs to go. And then, of course, whatever the punchline is gives me the idea of what I'm going to talk about, / the lyrics that are going to come right after, you know?
Yeah.
So that's usually how it goes for me, but those ideas for the punchline, none of that comes before me hearing a beat, and I just like, I'm not hopping on no beat where I got to listen to it for longer than 15 seconds to like fuck with it, really, unless the intro's kind of long.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I hear the way the song comes in, and I'm like, okay. And then if I'm already like, okay, and shit, the 808s and the bass ain't even here yet, I go ahead and give it a little bit of time. I'm like, okay. And then when the kicks come in, I like the pattern. Yep, boom,
that's the one.
Let's go.
Okay.
So,
and, like, where do you get your beats from? Like, or do you? I'm assuming you have relationships
that
built
varies
up
as well. No. YouTube/BeatStars. I hate spending money on BeatStar, especially the way it works these days with the leases and shit, man. That's how I feel when I make a song, but not every song is gonna hit, you know. But if I feel that way every time, like I hear a beat, I guess you could say I would want to buy the best version of it because I think I'm going to do good, but knowing that it won't always be the best song, you don't buy the most expensive version. You want to either get the free version or the cheapest one to see if it works out. But at the end of the day, you end up spending more because if it does work out, you only got that free, or more than likely, it's most of the time not free. You spend $10-15 to get just the MP3, and then you got to spend another $50 to $150 to $600 just to get the exclusive version to be able to get all rights to the song. So I do that sometimes. I'm gonna like showcases for like artists and producers. We met some producers there and like buy some easier leases from them.
Yeah.
Cheaper leases. But for the most part, I also get my beats from the one and only Jacob Graves.
Yeah.
That boy late to the grave.
You sure do.
To
Yeah.
the
Hard
grave.
as hell.
Yeah.
He got a very unique taste in beats.
Yeah, he showed me some of his beats, bro.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It should
But
be
he's
him.
gotten a lot better as well.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like progression.
For sure.
And he knows what I like. He don't always make what I like.
Yeah.
And even sometimes when he don't make what I like, I kind of like some of the things he do.
Yeah.
But the times he makes things that I like, boy can hit.
Yeah.
Boy can hit pretty hard on the spot.
sure.
Yeah.
Pause.
Oh,
Hey, yo.
But you know, his beats be hitting.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that a cool relationship? Obviously, he's your friend.
Dog, it's
and like,
badass because like you know, I'm pretty sure I got him into making beats in 2016.
really?
No shit.
2016.
Oh, I can't
I
wait
got
to hear
tired
this.
of it, got tangled up with some other stuff.
Yeah.
He kept doing that.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, so
you
he's
know,
been making beats for like
He's been making beats for a
dogs,
while.
It's almost a
minute.
decade.
Yeah,
damn near.
minute,
like
bro.
8 years.
Yeah. So
Okay.
then okay,
Makes
you
sense.
think
then.
about that. He been doing it since, and then
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
comes when I
You're-
start starting to
Yeah.
do this,
Yeah.
and then boom, it all works out.
Yeah.
You know.
Fire, bro.
And it's beautiful to see it work out that way and everything, you know.
Yeah.
He and then not on top of that, he's like motherfucking brother to us, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
So
facts.
man, it couldn't be any better.
Right.
It couldn't be any better.
It's
truly.
it's like y'all are slowly building up y'all's team, like
Oh, yeah.
unintentionally as well. It's, just
like
stuff that
unintentionally.
yeah.
I mean, we pretty much do
It
got a
almost feels
team.
like it's destiny.
Yeah.
facts.
We pretty
It's-
much do got a team.
No, y'all do for sure.
It's me, Tavian, Sias, Michael,
Jacob, Tyrell.
Tyrelli,
Facts.
and Drake.
What
too.
y'all
We'll throw
squad
Drake in
name,
there.
man? Y'all have one?
I've
yet?
been telling them.
What's y'all's labels
I've
name?
been-
It's called Austin. Well, that's what our group chat is called. Austin.
Yeah, bro.
AWST.
I've been telling we need to slap a name on the
Right?
game.
Facts. And just start kind of like branding yourself. That'd be fire.
Not for
I feel
sure.
like that shows like start posting content and shit. you know?
Eventually we are.
Something.
Yeah.
Eventually
Just
we
thinking
are.
of ahead.
Yeah,
you know,
for
it's
sure.
always good to think
Always.
ahead,
Yeah.
regardless of like where you're at right now, because you don't know.
For
Like,
sure.
Never, bro.
One song can pop off, and
Not for
For
sure.
all I know, I won't even blow up off a song. I blow up off of this podcast.
you know what I'm saying.
Shit.
You did.
Al
Shit.
chile que sí, güey. Al chile que sí.
Shit.
All right, well, I got some fast questions for you. I'm gonna need some rapid fire answers.
Let me take a breath.
Yeah,
Hold on.
go for it again.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna let you collect your thoughts. You ready?
I'm collected.
I bet. Salty or sweet?
Sweet like a motherfucker.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike. Don't even gotta finish that.
High tops or low tops?
Low tops.
Night out or early bird?
I'm a night owl for sure.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Fresh food or fried food?
It just depends. I guess fried food. My
Fried
Mexican
food.
ass.
Night out or night in?
Night in.
Night in. I know
Night
you're a
in.
night in kind of guy.
I have one last segment just for y'all two,
Yes,
because
sir.
it would be something y'all were. I don't know if you've been seeing like the starting fives that we've been doing.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
draft. So, you know, y'all were talking about it earlier. You know, you were super into like underground SoundCloud rap.
Yes, sir.
I want a starting 5 underground SoundCloud rappers
Oh shit.
All time?
all time. Just like
Damn.
they obviously don't need to be an underground rapper now, but like
Right.
the era is like
That era. Fuck. Okay, I would go with Bones. Bones, Puya, and Chris Travis.
no, it has to be a draft. You
Oh,
have
I'm
to you have to
sorry.
go back and forth.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
dude.
well,
All right,
you
so
know-
starting now, I say Tavian has the first pick.
Suck.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You
And then
can
it
take that, though.
alternates.
Okay, so without a doubt, Puya
Puya
takes
for
my
sure.
number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What's yours? Number one.
Mine
pick.
would be Bones for sure.
Okay. Number 2.
Bones.
And then I'm probably gonna take Tracy.
Oh, that's a
Tracy.
good one.
Lil Tracy.
Honestly,
Lil
I
Tracy.
wasn't that much of a fan of Lil Tracy, but I got another one. Okay, so who did I say? I said Bones. You said Puya
Mhm.
And Tracy.
and Tracy. My next one would be Thousand Band Fonny. Thousand Band Fonny went crazy.
Oh, I gotta know. Game over.
I love Thousand Band Fonny.
Uno, the activist.
Or now he's
Yeah,
he's known as the Act.
The act.
Sorry. The act.
Yeah, the Act. My next one excuse me. My next one would be, I just had him right here. Oh, a Dexter.
Yeah, he was good.
Famous Dex.
Famous Dex, for sure. That was a good one.
That's Famous Dex.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna have to go with Jay Critch as my number
Jay
4.
Critch, nice. And then I would go with Rob Banks. Rob Banks for sure.
Okay.
Is this the last one?
Yeah, this is the last one.
Last pick?
That's a tough one.
There's a lot, honestly.
And then, like, I would say for back then, Denzel Curry for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Denzel Curry.
Denzel Curry back then for me.
Denzel Curry. And then
Last
I would
pick?
go with Doo-Wop Kane.
Oh,
Hasta la vista, bitch, you know, last week. Yeah.
you know, it's crazy. I love how neither of us were like Playboi Carti.
Right.
Yeah,
Scott.
Yeah.
that was pre them,
Yeah.
or sort of like mid pre.
it was like pre, for sure.
It was pre Playboi Carti, pre Lil Yachty, pre
Oh, yeah, for
Uzi.
sure.
Yup.
Honestly, hot take.
So
They're the reason. Team Sesh is the reason why the VHS
Is why it is today.
why
So
it
hot
is today for
Really?
sure. Because they, especially
talk to
Bones,
me. Talk to me about that.
bro,
Let's hear it.
Bones. I'm gonna look this up.
And the
real quick.
audience as well, because they
Bones
probably
is
don't
an
know.
OG,
Bones is a OG
when it comes to the VHS
for
shit,
sure.
dog.
When he first started off with music,
Why I think nobody knew him before that ASAP
hell
Rocky.
nah. Yeah, hell no. That was long,
Some
way long after he
lame
had
ass,
like,
lame ass niggas. I
bro.
swear.
He okay. Like, let's see now. 5
Oh,
years
like the style of his music videos is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
but the
Okay.
VHS.
Yes.
The
Yeah, I got
VHS.
you.
I mean, bro, this goes back to 11 years ago.
Yeah.
We talking
Like, if you were-
Sesh Hollow Water Boys.
Sesh
Yeah,
Hollow
facts.
Water Boys.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
fucking god.
Oh
This
my
shit
God.
is crazy.
Was that like the golden era of SoundCloud, y'all think?
Yes, for sure.
That
for
was the golden
sure.
era of SoundCloud. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Because
And they're the reason why, and they're also kind of the reason.
they're the
not-
building
not-
blocks of that.
They're
They're the
the founding-
They're the
yeah.
They're
founding
the
fathers.
founders for sure, because then that's when Adam 22 came about. And
No
that's
Jumper and
when
shit.
9 years ago, Bones, Xavier Wolf, Chris Travis, We Don't Believe You. If you know, you know. That music video was shot 9 years ago in front of Adam 22's first, I
Just
believe,
fucking
first.
skating and,
I think, yeah, you
biking
showed it.
around and
Yeah,
shit.
and like, bro, if you think about it, 9 years ago, if you were to have a music video with the VHS, you were a weirdo,
bro.
People 9 years ago, people a decade ago, they were looking for the newest, the 4K. They were looking for all that shit. Look, the needle drop, grimy as hell. Love the hook too. Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
9
that's-
years ago.
That's what it
Crazy.
was. 9 years ago, people were not on that shit. They're
Hey,
the
but
reason
niggas
why.
ain't want to talk about that, huh?
Ah, damn, but yeah, I
Shit.
could go on forever about that shit. And then that's when Cardi,
Yeah.
Uzi, that's when
Finally,
Fetty
them
dropped.
niggas came
Yeah,
around.
they blew up quick. And then part of that group too was Maxo.
Yeah.
Who else? I can't really think of anybody else right now. Maxo, Denzel Curry too.
Rich
He
the
was
Kid.
Rich the Kid, yeah. Jake Critch, Kodak was too, but Kodak really wasn't kind of a part of the SoundCloud game as much as
Nah,
the other
not like
artists
that.
were. But fuck, bro. Oh, Warhol too. Young Simmy. I remember Young Simmy. We would skip class. Oh shit! Allegedly. Allegedly, we would skip class, and Tay was heavy on the Young Simmy. Tay put me on Young Simmy like
Young
a
Simmy hard.
motherfucker.
We was allegedly doing some
Yeah,
hood rat
I'm
shit,
not for sure.
skipping school,
Skipping school
listening
like a
to Young
motherfucker.
Simmy,
Making
dog.
THC pills and shit.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And also Young Lean. Shout out to Young Lean.
Lean.
Did y'all fuck with Lil Peep?
Yeah, well, not like
really.
that.
Not really. My
Nah, I
boy
wasn't
Michael
really-
did. Michael fucked with
As close
Pete.
I got to that music, that type of music was like Lil Tracy, but like,
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
shit was just a little
Tracy.
bit more groovier. That's why I love
Yeah.
that. I just couldn't get as deep as just like a
Yeah.
white boy just like yelling melodically into the
For
mic. I just-
sure.
Yeah, no, I
For
feel
sure.
that. And
And welcome back from those commercial breaks. Thank you to our sponsors.
Thank you guys.
So now we just about to wrap it up. What's good with Tay? What's up, Tay?
Chilling.
Chilling like a
Just
motherfucker.
normal husband duties.
You know what I'm saying? husband duties and been making music. You dig
Merge
what I'm
it.
saying? Top 5 artists for real. Like right now. Not of all time. Just right now. Somebody you bang it to.
Right now, I'll be like, Sofago,
wow, still.
Tana. I listen to a lot of J's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Tekka.
Yeah, I've been heavy on Tekka too.
Probably Wolfface Joey.
I don't know who that is, bro.
Yeah, I figure.
Right now, I'm heavy on this kid named Ian.
Ian who? Oh, you
Just
talking about that
Ian.
white boy Ian.
I think it's a white boy, yeah.
Boy,
Boy, that boy got a song called Figure It Out. That whole kind of go crazy. I've been banging that shit. Yeah.
That's crazy because when I started making the music I did, for some reason, just like because of the way that I am and the people that know me, I always thought that people would be like, why in the world is he making music like that? But now I know for a fact, looking at somebody like him, ain't no way but somebody thinking bad about me. Because I'm thinking like, what is a man like him making music like this, you know?
Yeah, facts.
Don't get me wrong. Like,
That shit goes hard,
if I
bro.
had no idea how the guy looked, I would think this is so hard. But for some reason, I can't help the way that he looks affect the way that I think about the music.
For sure. It
That is
does.
a fact.
It's
Absolutely.
crazy. It's crazy.
I would go Ian Bash for the World. He just dropped a new album. Bash for the World goes crazy. From Houston too. Shout out to him. And then I've also
Tisa Korean.
Yeah. Oh, you've been heavy on Tisa Korean.
Tisa Korean.
Really?
And I totally forgot he made those like super famous like Vine ass songs.
Oh
you know?
yeah,
Fucking
that's
good.
right.
But he's a funny ass motherfucker. He's hilarious. He could.
Yeah,
be a fucking
he is. I love
comedian,
his
too.
videos. And then I'm also listening to a lot of Osama Son for sure.
Yeah, Osama's
Osama
good.
Son goes
Talented.
crazy.
Talented for sure.
And my last one would
I
probably
cannot
be,
believe you said Ian. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
And it's just like one
It's
song.
just one
That's it.
song
It's just
too.
one
It's
song.
really one song that'll just carry.
It's like that Four Bats guy. Just like
Yeah.
blew up one song.
One
song.
Four different versions.
For
It's like,
sure.
come on.
Crazy how that works, right?
I know.
And,
It's, oh my God. The way music
Destroy
is changing.
Lonely too. I'm listening to a lot of Destroy
I
Lonely.
think that he's so overrated.
Who Destroy Lonely?
I think Destroy is so
Damn,
overrated.
That's crazy. Watch what you say, gang. That's crazy. And then honorable mention to Glock 40 Spaz. Free Glock 40. I
Hard.
love Glock 40.
Hard for sure.
Another honorable mention, Summers. You put me on Summers pretty heavy.
Summers is hard. And
Yeah.
Autumn.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, and Autumn.
But
Autumn goes
them,
crazy
but them boys
too.
on two different types of shit, hard as hell.
Yeah, but
Hard
they
as
make
hell.
a great duo too.
For sure.
What's
For
that one
sure.
song called? Buzz down left from my body.
For shit show.
What's that song called though?
What was it?
Buzz down left from my body. Oh, Martin and Gina. Martin and Gina. Betty from Argentina. Yeah, I love that song. Yeah, so what's up, Tay? What's 2024? What you on? You said you were just chilling,
Running it up on 2024 for shit show.
hustling, chilling, saving up money.
Saving up money. I mean, I ain't even trying to go nowhere, dog. I'm just trying to post up in Austin.
For sure.
Work on my craft.
No, for sure. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff here in the foreseeable future. I just need to get done with Sin City. And then we also have smoking like I'm stuck on the couch. I'm figure it out.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm featured on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. We got that one coming out too. And then Dory. Dory's gonna be.
It's gonna be.
Dory's gonna be.
I think y'all gonna like that one a lot.
Dory's gonna be very.
It's
very,
nothing
very
like
good.
any of the songs I've ever made.
Really?
But this is the way that I
Songs-
think a lot of my stuff is gonna go from now on.
Song, music video. Yeah, it's just.
Fire.
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
gonna
I'm excited.
connect well.
Yeah, Keaton understood the assignment. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Keaton
You
got
guys should
it.
check him out for
And
sure.
also, what was his partner's name? His partner?
Avery.
Avery was a beast too.
Badass
With the red
videographer.
camera. If you know what a red, no, he doesn't know what a red camera
It's like a
is.
$6,000
With
to
the red
$7,000
camera.
camera.
Oh, what?
It's like a $6,000 or $7,000 camera.
I thought he said 100. But
Nah,
yeah,
nah.
Yeah, 6K for sure. At least just the body.
Yeah.
Just the
God,
body.
that hoe was fire.
Yeah.
And he
Hey.
was moving, dog. He can move. He's a good
Yeah, he
videographer.
did.
Yeah.
He ended up
Damn
tripping
good.
too.
Tripping and holding a perfect
His-
shot.
Yeah, he still
Damn.
At the
he
same
still had
time.
the camera. Hey, but my favorite artist is Playboi Carti.
Mm.
Carti. What's your favorite song? Is it Carti?
Magnolia.
Look
Really? For real?
Bro,
For real?
I would be the first to tell you right now. Everything after Die Lit, you
Y'all
could
fuck
get
with?
rid of. You could get rid of it, and I will live a perfectly happy life.
What?
And you know what's funny? I don't know if I turned them, but one of your Carti fans just turned recently.
Damn, for real? Oh, I know who you talking about.
Tyrelli.
Really?
He don't think Cardi. What?
He ain't all that. He done fooled y'all asses, man.
Why? Why you say that?
Man,
Am I gonna have to talk to him after this? or what?
because if you think about it, that boy do more barking, more barking than he do biting.
Why you
His
say
buddy
that?
gonna pose for pictures, make sure everybody looking at him, take vanish, make people think about him, take picture out of nowhere, make it at least let people know he's still alive type of shit. Then drop some music out of nowhere. Ain't even that great. I hate to break it to you. And they expect the world to just fucking fall to their knees.
For sure.
You
I mean,
know,
it's
like-
gonna happen, bro. Like
he
the music is
malread,
there.
Bro,
The
I
music
say
is there.
like he's just the one that don't belong at the top anymore. Like I see the niggas at the top, like Playboi Carti, Drake, Travis Scott. He's just the one that I don't think fit anymore. If he was making music like self-titled, Die Lit, dog he would be higher than where he is right now.
Hell
personally.
nah.
But the shit he making with that weird deep voice.
Oh, I love that shit.
Get the
First
fuck
out to work
outta
at the
here with
bow.
that.
No, I can't handle
That
no
shit
breaks.
is weird.
I'm
Fuck.
living my life limbo.
Swear, all these niggas swear they know what he's saying. He
for
just
sure.
at this point, he's got so much power over these niggas. He's just yapping random shit, and they be like, "Oh yeah, I know what they talking. I know what he talking about. That shit hard."
Disrespect the
fuck outta
five. We put your ass in the food chain.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. I
is
blow
up.
up Cardi. I don't even want your fucking feature, nigga.
Damn.
I don't even want it.
Damn. He don't
That's
want yours too. It's
crazy.
all good, my heart. It's all good.
Not yet.
Not yet, at least. What you got to say to this boy Tay, Mr. CJ?
Appreciate you hopping on, bro.
Can't
Can't wait to see the.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Of course, bro. Can't wait to see the new music you come
Yes,
out with
sir.
and the music
I'm
videos. I'm excited.
man.
No
Super
bad.
hyped to show y'all.
Yeah, bro. Anytime, anything you need, let us know. I'm down to help. Obviously, JG's are already in your group, so
Yes, sir.
you know
We're already locked.
we're already
in.
locked in. So if you ever need anything from any of us, just let us know, bro. We got you. You know.
Likewise, I appreciate
For
y'all.
sure.
bro.
Thank you, sir. Any shout outs? Any last comments?
Well, you know, yeah, shout out everyone, but mainly I love you more. My wife, I love you so much. You're my world.
Esa vieja. Ay, esa vieja. Well, okay. This has been another great episode. Park Card Talks, PCT. And thank you guys for listening to us. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what's the word. Comment on who you want to see. Comment on who you don't want to see. Comment how was your day. Let us know what's the word. We appreciate y'all we appreciate you guys for tuning in and having to listen to what we got to say about this kid. So
Sir.
bada bing, bada boom, pow.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you,
See y'all
thank
next
you.
time.
Lights out.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
That was beautiful.
Facts,
Appreciate y'all.
Of course, bro. Anytime. Good shit.
You know that.
Thank
you
you
know
guys
that.
for having me.
Yes.